Hey there everybody, friendly Neighborhood Webhead here, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the latest Marvel film that came out thanks to Sony called Venom. Yes, Venom. That one film that is not part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. A film that many of us thought would flop, and it's actually a pretty darn good film despite it not being part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I'm actually quite surprised. But anyways, I'm just going to give a quick review of the movie and what I thought of it, without spoiling, of course, because I'm sure there are people that still haven't seen the movie, and I don't want to spoil anything for them. And I know this is probably a little late, but life has kept me busy, so I haven't been able to make videos all that often, but I wanted to talk about Venom for a quick moment. So let's get down to it. Okay. So the thing for me when I was going into this film is that I had low expectations for it. I didn't know what to think. I mean, okay, on the one hand, when promotion for the film, the marketing was going on, I was like, okay, it's not part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which is disappointing, but at least the symbiote looks badass because, as we all know, this rendition of the symbiote is by far superior to Spider-Man 3's grotesque Venom, because seriously, Spider-Man 3 Venom was horrible. Horrible. Ugh. Seriously. It's just Spider-Man with teeth. Who wants Spider-Man with teeth? But yes, for the promotion of this film, having Tom Hardy be Eddie Brock and Venom, it was like a huge selling point. It was like one of the main reasons that people were interested in the film, aside from it being a new adaptation of the popular character, because he's a really popular anti-hero character. Probably one of Spider-Man's most famous foes. And for good reason, every one of us was worried about how this film would turn out because, well, given how Sony tends to go with things, it's just that there was no clear indicative that the movie would be a huge success. And I personally thought that the movie was going to flop. I thought it wasn't going to be good. And when the reviews for it came out saying that the film was utter trash, and with only garnering a 32% on Rotten Tomatoes, I think, I was like, well, this kind of reinforces what I think. But then there was an 89% of audience ratings that gave the film that boost, and I'm like, huh. Well, it seems that audiences seem to love it more than critics do. And then I started hearing from a lot of people, particularly from one of my best friends, that the movie was amazing, that it's a good time, and many people were saying that the critics were too harsh on this movie. So I'm like, okay. So I decided to watch it on Sunday of premiere week, and I saw it with one of my nieces, and I came out of the film pleasantly surprised. Venom is legit a great, wonderful time. It is a great movie to watch. So basically, the rundown here is that Eddie Brock, he's a journalist, and he has a famous show in which he exposes corruption. He exposes things that are fishy or things that don't seem right, and he brings all of these controversial topics to the public eye. And to not spoil anything too much, he finds out about the Life Foundation and how Drake, who's the CEO, is trying to achieve a breakthrough, and they find the symbiotes, and Drake thinks that the symbiotes are the next step in mankind's evolution, and Eddie Brock fishes around for any dirt on the Life Foundation, and it turns out that there is, and, bada bing, bada boom. In other words, the symbiote finds its way to Eddie, and let's just say that you're in for an awesome ride afterwards. What I appreciated about the movie is that even though it wasn't part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and the major thing here being that Spider-Man was not involved in this at all, it was impressive how the creators of this movie were able to take their liberties with the character of Venom, the character of Eddie Brock. I mean, obviously there had to be changes to accommodate Eddie without Peter Parker in the picture, but even with these changes, many of the things that make Eddie Brock who he is remain intact, such as him being a journalist and and him being the type of person, strong-willed. And when it comes to the symbiote, like I said, when this video started, the symbiote was fantastic. Venom was fantastic. Like, Spider-Man 3 Venom is trash, and this Venom is the legit Venom that should have been in Spider-Man 3. And really, I really enjoyed the interaction, the chemistry between Eddie Brock and Venom. Like, it was just amazing. And the action sequences were great. The pacing was pretty good. And, everything about the movie was awesome, including the post-credit scenes. Yes, there's two. There's one during the middle of the credits, and there's one at the very end. Though the one at the very end doesn't really have to do with the film itself, but I'm not going to spoil for those who want to keep the mystery alive going into the movie. But yeah, this film really balanced action and plot pretty well. And, well, the thing is that also Tom Hardy said that there was 40 minutes of the film that were cut. And I'm like, oh, well, that sucks. They could have just left those 40 minutes in there. It would have added more to the fun. But I don't know. But anyways, if you haven't watched Venom, be sure to do so. It's actually a really good film, and I was proven wrong. The film was great despite it not being part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So if you're looking for a good time, Venom will definitely satisfy. And like I said, with one of the post-credit scenes, it builds on something for the future, and I'm really looking forward to that. But anyways, have any of you seen Venom? If so, what do you think of it? Whatever you think, let me know in the comment section below. And if you like this video, please make sure to subscribe. Anyways, this has been Friendly Neighborhood Webhead, signing out.